Elementary schools were basically segregated due to residence. I attended the 40th Street Elementary School in Phoenix, which is about 5 miles from here, a community called Okima. And it was all the teachers, students, staff were African American. We had no cafeteria. Lunch was brought from the other school, and we ate lunch at our desk. Later, when 53, 54, Chris Brown versus the Board of Education, when schools were desegregated, then South Mountain was built in the South Phoenix area, and Carver closed after a couple of years and efforts to integrate. Then all of the students were dispersed mainly to Phoenix Union, again, due to residence. Others went to South Mountain. So that began the end of segregation.
Since my father was into integrating and moved into a white neighborhood back in 1954, that my education was with basically white children. So I was there integrating the grammar school and having the first experience for them of my experience with them and their experience with me through the teachers and the students. So I guess I'm involved in the civil rights movement as an integrating child of the schools.
I am so excited that we decided to acknowledge this anniversary. For one, because it was a really special occasion to have Dr. King come here. He came here at a time when there was a lot of controversy surrounding him and the activism. But Arizona State University's president listened to the requests of 2 alumni and decided that it was the right thing for ASU to do.
He talked about he wanted black and white men to sit at the same table. So sure enough, basketball season started. I had to sit at the same table with white basketball players. And he said that he wanted them to act like brothers. So now I gotta act like brothers because that's the only way you can win. See, when you got that sports, we don't care what color you are. As long as you can get that victory, right? And fan bases come together too. See, nobody care what color when you're cheering for your team. He was so right in so many different ways.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. left a legacy for us to embrace in every generation. It's a legacy that will not outlive itself. And it's a legacy that can empower a people, regardless of your color of your skin. It is a legacy about people and people being able to have the power to be free, to live their life, to dream their dreams, even if it seems to be an impossible dream.
But I think he was truly a humanitarian, and he fought for equal rights, inclusion, justice for everyone. Unrepresented populations were his target. So I think we want to be sure, pass this legacy on to our young people. It's vital that the young people not forget. As I tell them all the time, life has not always been this way. It will not always be this way. The custom in our life has changed. They are our future, and they will make decisions based on the knowledge and information they have about their history.
Well, I would hope those that attended the celebration and those that listened to the interviews and to the news segments that Arizona did have a pivotal role in the civil rights movement when King came to speak some time prior to the enactment of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. And I would hope that ASU would be known as an institution that's on the frontier of the intersection of race, religion, civil rights, and higher education, not just in the state of Arizona, but in the United States.
There are voices that rise above the divisions and remind us that there is no more noble cause than the striving of each other's dignity. Dr. King was one such voice. But the roles of supporters, collaborators, and workers who are just as important. President Lyndon Johnson was one such supporter. He spent all of his political capital passing the 1964 Civil Rights Act so that we could be in a space like this together, occupying the same seats, front and back of the room.
Amazon is driven by its leadership principles. Leadership principle number 1 will not surprise many of you in this room because you're excellent customers, is customer obsession. And ladies and gentlemen, we can't hope to meet the needs of our customers, understand their problems, and fix them if we don't listen to our customers, if we don't look like our customers, if we don't live where our customers live, if we don't emulate our customers. At Amazon, diversity, equity, inclusion, and let's just say justice, in all respects, is weaved into the fabric of who we are. And I heard accessibility, you are exactly correct.
But Lincoln Ragsdale was more than just a business leader. He was a key player in the civil rights movement right here in Arizona. He was a member of the NAACP here locally. He advocated for a law to desegregate Arizona's schools 1 year before Brown versus the Board of Education. Education was also critically important to him. He graduated from Arizona State University. There we go. And he later earned a doctorate. In 1963, he was the first African American to run for the Phoenix City Council. His campaign encouraged many people of color who never considered casting a ballot to register and vote. It's not easy being first, but that work paves the way for others. That is something Lincoln Ragsdale did over and over and over again.
When we speak of legacy, we tend to sometimes think of stats or things that we measure with material value. So today, it is not about the championship rings. As an owner and as a player, he probably has one for every finger. It's not about the trophies. It's not about the Olympic gold medal. It's not about his ability to transcend industries from entertainment to infrastructure, private equity, food and facility management. What's most impressive is his ability and his intent to do this for individuals and for communities who are underserved, overlooked, and underrepresented.